Good morning, YouTubers. This is the ShallowCross Sports Network with the Double A, bringing you another show. Today is a Titans show. We're going to recap the game from last week, which was the Las Vegas Raiders. And we'll talk a little bit about what Tennessee needs to do to improve on its next game. But a lot of things have happened over the past few days. So with that said, let's get right into it. So the Tennessee Titans lost on Sunday to the Las Vegas Raiders 20-10. Defense played well. Offense didn't play very well. They couldn't sustain drives. They just couldn't score. So they wound up losing 20-10. Bad play calling, I think, did the Titans in. Of course, Cam Ward took at least 3 sacks, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, they decided to fire Bill Callahan. Actually, Brian Callahan, I think his daddy went with him, but Brian Callahan was actually fired on Monday, I believe. So now the Titans are looking for a new coach. The interim coach is Mike Mckoy. Don't know a lot about Mike McCoy, but I know he's an offensive guy, if I'm not mistaken. And I remember him being either the head coach at Oregon or Oregon State at one time. And so he's got a lot of experience, a whole lot more experience than Brian Callahan had. But the Titans are looking for a new coach, and of course, we'll just see what happens. But just looking at the stats from last week on what they did, and just quick play them over there to you. But Ward threw for 222 yards, and he was 25 for 38, one TD and 1 interception. And then, of course, Geno Smith had 17, 23, 1 TD, 1 interception. Tennessee couldn't run the ball. The Las Vegas Raiders stopped the run. And, of course, he had 10 carries for 34 yards. And they didn't play him like they should have. I think Spears wound up playing more time than he did. Ashton Jennings had 75 yards on 23 carries, 1 TD. Van Jefferson was our top receiver. He had 75 yards on 4 receptions. Tucker, wide receiver for the Las Vegas Raiders, had 5 receptions for 70 yards. And then, of course, Jones, our linebacker, he had 1 sack. Crosby had 2 sacks. He was back in the backfield harassing Cam Ward the whole game. And then, of course, Cedric Gray had 12 tackles. Cedric Gray plays pretty good, 3 solo. And then Devon White, linebacker, he had 9 for the Las Vegas Raiders. Team stats, both that was relatively even. 225 yards total offense to 226. So it was a defensive battle. The 3 turnovers Tennessee had. I know about the interception, and I think it was a fumble also by Cam Ward. And so we can't have that. They got to play better. Time possession was won also by the Las Vegas Raiders. And then we were good on 4th down, 2 for 2 on 4th down. Red zone, we were 1 or 2 in the red zone. And just looking at the full box score, if I can see it here. Total rushing yards was just 65, so we didn't run the ball well at all. But neither did the Las Vegas Raiders. They had 68 yards to our 65. They were 2-4 in the red zone. The Raiders were, and like I said, they beat us in time possession. Penalties 7 for 34, where the Las Vegas Raiders were 5 for 27. So that game was a kind of a slow game. Cam Moore passed for more yards than Geno Smith did, but that fumble and that interception really killed us. But we got to do a better job of getting the ball into the end zone. And our defense is playing well enough for us to win. It's our offense is not doing well. So we're 1-5 right now. Got a 1.67. We're at the bottom of the AFC South. So we have to see what the Titans can do. And then we don't know who is going to be the new coach down the road. But the news, I guess, coming out is that they're going to go with Mike Mckoy as the interim coach all the way up until they find a new coach. And then the other thing, too, is that they have, of course, Callahan's daddy, he's gone as the offensive line coach. They didn't make any other change. They didn't announce any other changes on the team. But like I said, they 1-5, and they got New England Patriots coming in, Mike Vrabel coming in, and we have to see what they do with Mike Vrabel. Mike Vrabel's team is looking. I think they're either 4-2 or 5-1. The Raiders are. Actually, not the Raiders, the New England Patriots. And we'll see here. But Vrabel will be able to get back at the Titans for firing him with a win. And so, but yeah, just looking at that, the Raiders, the Patriots. They're okay. Looks like they're 4-2, 4-2, and it looks like they're tied with Buffalo in the AFC East. So the Titans will play them. I don't know if that game is an evening game or afternoon game, but it's at Titan Stadium, at the Nissan Stadium. So we'll look forward to seeing what the Titans do on that. But and then just looking to see if I can find some news on what's going on. There's really no big news on it. Of course, the biggest news was Brian Callahan being fired. And everybody liked Brian Callahan. All the players liked him. The general manager and I think the president mentioned that they didn't see the team going forward. They didn't see any improvement. They didn't see where the team was progressing as the actual season went on. So that's the reason why they got with Amy Strunk and they decided to make that move. And like I said, if you look at the stats, Vrabel was doing real well as a coach to me. I mean, he had done real good. But you never know what was going on in the background to make them fire someone, or you never know what was going on back when Vrabel was here to make them fire Vrabel. So, with that said, just wanted to touch on the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders game and the Tennessee Titans game. The Tennessee Titans just didn't play well enough on offense to win, and we got to play better. We got to do better. And with that said, that's the ShallowCross Sports Network. This is the AA. We'll see you on the next show.